Welcome. I am Reverend David Sherbarth. I've been a pastor in Lutheran churches, large and small, for almost 40 years now. But more importantly for our study today, I've been a teacher of the Bible for almost 40 years. And in that capacity, I am eager to study the book of the Revelation with you.
The Revelation is a book filled with visions, 7 major visions to be specific. God drew these visions to reveal the future to all people who live between the first and the second coming of Jesus. The 7 major visions reveal 7 truths that we must know if we're going to understand the world in which we live and if we're going to be prepared to live in this world. Now, my plan in creating this Bible study is to guide you through God's visions and to enable you to learn the truths that God is revealing here. I've designed the classes to fall into 13 different sessions. The assumption of the organization of the material is that each session will last an hour and a half, with approximately 50 minutes of presentation and 40 minutes of discussion. However, I have created 5 basic elements in the presentation, which provide the facilitator with flexibility to study the material in smaller increments if that is necessary. Now, when you've walked through the visions of the Revelation with me, you will understand what God is revealing here, and what you learn will change your life. Let me give you a taste of what you'll find in this course. Here are some of examples of the different elements that I use to present the material in the Revelation.
When the Lamb opened the second seal, I heard the second living creature say, "Come!" Then another horse came out, a fiery red one. Its rider was given power to take peace from the earth and to make people kill each other. To him was given a large sword. When the Lamb opened the third seal, I heard the third living creature say, "Come!" I looked, and there before me was a black horse. Its rider was holding a pair of scales.
These are the first 3 verses of the Revelation chapter 1. With these words, God begins by highlighting the importance and the urgency of what you will learn in the book of Revelation. In his opening words, God reveals his intention in giving us these verses. He wants to show his servants what must soon take place. God is going to show us the immediate future we are all going to face in this world. God will explain what is happening now in the world around us, and he will reveal what is going to happen in this world until Jesus comes again. And armed with what we learn here, we will be equipped to face the future. God makes it plain that there is an urgency to this message. We dare not put off learning what the Revelation teaches. God reminds us the time is near. Now, this is the main point God wants us to understand as we begin our study. What we learn here is essential for living every day. And once we have that main point clearly in mind, we can take the time to notice some of the lesser points these words.
Study this picture carefully. Christ among the lampstands. Look specifically at the lampstands themselves, the 7 of them. The lampstands have a purpose. They perform a function. Remember that as you study the picture, and then answer this particular question. According to the vision of Christ among the lampstands, what is God's purpose every day in allowing this world to continue? What is God doing every day that is so important to God that he would allow the world to continue for one more day, even though God knows terrible things will happen in this day, things that will offend God himself? Why does he allow the world to continue? Study the picture, answer that question. And when you found an answer to that question.
First of all, can you state the 3 promises which were presented at the opening presentation? I promise that the study of the Revelation will change your life. 3 changes are promised. First of all, You will understand what the revelation is teaching when you've completed this study. In fact, you'll understand it so clearly that you'll be able to explain the message of the revelation to other people. The second promise is this: using the truth you learned in the revelation, you will understand what is happening in the world around you more clearly than you have ever understood it before. And the final promise, and perhaps the most important one, prepared by the things you learn in the revelation, you will be equipped to live every day with confidence and hope as you put the truths of the revelation into practice. There is one final element of which you should take note that you'll find within this course of study. Interspersed within each of the presentations are moments that I call knowledge points. These moments afford you a chance to pause the presentation and to identify the new facts that you've learned from the most recent presentation. The knowledge points will direct your attention to a page in the student manual where questions are listed for thought and discussion. Here's a sample of a typical student page in the student manual. You can use these questions to guide you to clarify what you've learned. Now, this gives you a taste of 7 visions, 7 truths. Make sure you understand the value that lies within this course. For when it comes to the revelation, most Christians have more than a little curiosity. They've heard of what this book says. They sense that God is revealing some message within the visions of this book. Yet most people have concluded that no one can understand what the revelation teaches based on all the confusion that they see in this world regarding this book. Well, 7 visions is meant to open the door to achieving the goal of understanding the revelation. If you use 7 visions, 7 truths as your guide to studying the revelation, you will understand what the revelation teaches when you are finished. You will see what God is revealing clearly. Using the truths of the revelation, you will understand what is happening in this world and why it is happening. And armed with these truths, best of all, you will be prepared to live every day in this world with hope and confidence. 7 Visions, 7 Truths is a Bible study course that will change your life.